Hey Gemini, welcome to your weekly forecast for March 8th through the 14th. We're going to connect here and see what's going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. Now, if you happen to stumble upon this video outside of that time frame, don't worry. You came across it whenever you were meant to hear the video, so sometimes that happens as well. We're going to connect here and see what's happening for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. One more shuffle here, Gemini. One more shuffle here. Let's get right on into it, my darlings. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So your first card here is the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is the ending of a karmic cycle, and sometimes it can be a very bittersweet thing. I see the Ten of Swords come up a lot when you're kind of struggling with a decision. You're kind of struggling to step away from something because once upon a time it was fantastic. It was a dream come true. But what happened is along the way you outgrew it, and now you're in a phase or a situation where it's dragging you down. It's slowing you down. And it's like a shoe that doesn't fit anymore. You have to shake it off and be done with it. Anything is better than staying in that current energy. Now, Ten of Swords also indicates overcoming addictions. Okay? And what are addictions? After all, they're a way that we get through hard times. They're a way that we get through, rough patches sometimes, but then it can help for a while, and then it gets out of hand, and we get to a place where we're like, okay, this isn't working for me anymore. This was maybe saving me for a while, but now it's holding me down or holding me back. So some of you are breaking out of an addiction. Keep in mind, my dears, that can come in any shape or form. We tend to hear the word and we think immediately of like substance abuse, and that could be the case for some of you, but addictions come in so many forms. It could be food, it could be sugar, it could be video games, it could be physical intimacy, physical activity, it can be being a workaholic, shopping, gambling. It comes in so many shapes and forms, but you're deciding that you're putting an end to that behavior because you don't want the consequences that are coming with it anymore. Ten of Swords can also sometimes come up when we're not only coming out of a karmic cycle once and for all, but we're having to do it, or like the catalyst is because we're seeing and realizing that somebody or a situation or a person like doesn't have our back. We might be feeling betrayed by something. If this is happening to some of you guys, where something happens where you're like, oh my gosh, I just saw this person's true colors, or I just saw that, I'm putting all of this energy into this job and I'm sacrificing so much, or into this, like my relatives or whatever, and they're behaving in this way. Understand that it's being shown to you so that you can give yourself permission to move on. Okay? The next card here is the Death card, right? So I told you guys you're putting an end to something. This is a major arcana card. When the major arcana cards come up, we're at a significant new crossroads. We're at a significant new change. We're coming into a new chapter, a defining chapter, right? And this is energy that is like big like growth, big change within ourselves. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio because the Death card is associated with the astrological sign of Scorpio. If you have a Scorpio placement, this could be the area of your life in which you're kind of having this fresh start or starting over. But overall, the Death card is going to have to do with letting something go. The time has passed. The time is up, and it's time for something new. Many of you, even though if you're not Scorpio, or even if you don't have Scorpio in your chart, you are embodying the energy of Scorpio in the aspect of the phoenix rising from the ashes. You're coming out of this bigger, better, stronger, brighter. Like, I feel for those of you where there's an aspect of betrayal, people are going to look over and be like, holy moly, like, look how far Gemini has come out of nowhere. I feel like you're coming into like a come up or a glow up, if people still use those terms. I don't know. I'm not young and hip anymore. But if people are in, you know, like you're coming into some kind of come up or glow up that people are like, whoa, like they didn't see it coming. They didn't see it coming. I almost feel like in like a few months from now, Gemini, people are going to see you and not even recognize you. And it's not even about like physically, although even some of you might be doing things in terms of your physical appearance. Maybe you're changing the way that you dress. Maybe you're changing your hair. Maybe you're trying to gain weight. Maybe you're trying to lose weight or get into like muscle definition or whatever. Maybe you're feeling guided to do those kinds of things. But I feel really what's standing out to people the most is like, I feel even the way that you walk is changing. The way that you walk, the way that you talk, I feel like you're standing up like more straight. Like even your posture is improving, like your chest is out. Like everything about you is going to be exuding confidence and authority. But like not authority in like a power hungry kind of way, and like a way where people go, whoa, like, you know, like they have like respect. So I just feel, Gemini, you guys are coming into this really powerful energy. And I'm gonna say in the course or period of like 2 to 4 months, you know, there might be people you haven't seen and they're gonna see you and be like, whoa, you're so different. I didn't even recognize you. That's the energy that I'm feeling around you guys. Your next card here is the Eight of Wands. And this is big things happening very quickly, right? Any blockages have been removed. Things are moving forward very quickly. Eight of Wands can also be communication, like receiving news. So maybe you've been waiting on this news is coming in, and now you know how you're going to move forward. Or maybe you're putting yourself out there for a new opportunity and you're getting good news, and now you're moving along. But overall, Eight of Wands is a very fiery, very passionate energy, okay? So a lot of you are really connecting with your passions. I feel, Gemini, and when I say passions, I don't just mean in terms of in the bedroom. Passion can be about life, right? Having a passion for life, having a passion for certain subjects, certain ways of life, hobbies, interests, careers, right? We can be passionate about many things, but you're really tapping into your passion. And as you are, you're seeing progress and success happening much more quickly than ever before. Okay, maybe some of you have been staying at this job and you're like, I'm going to prove myself and I'm going to be a really good worker and I'm going to move up the ladder. And 4, 5, 6, 7 years later, they still haven't moved you up. They have you in the same place, but anytime they need anything, you're there. Anytime they call you and ask you to come in, even when you're not supposed to come in, you do it. You're constantly, you know, jumping through the hoops, and you're not getting the recognition. And so I feel that some of you are beginning to put your attention towards things that you're passionate about, and you're seeing yourself move up very quickly, move up into a new field, move up into a new career, a hobby or an interest that's really taking off, that's becoming something that like you're feeling like it's bringing new friends into your life, new energy into your life, new opportunities, networking opportunities, doors opening in terms of career as a result as well. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Hanged Man, okay? So how is this? How do we have all this movement and all of a sudden we have the Hanged Man, okay? And I'll tell you why. The Hanged Man, again, Major Arcana, is a card when we are being encouraged to see something from a different perspective or different way of seeing things. There's something that we're missing. And I feel the Hanged Man is coming in with a little bit of a warning vibe for you, Gemini, okay? Because as you're coming into this success, as you're coming into this energy of, you know, making these positive changes in your life, okay, you might be along the way losing sight of who you are, okay? I don't want to say it's going to your head. That's not what I mean by it. But your priorities might start kind of shifting, right? You might start saying, oh, well, now I'm becoming successful, right? So like you might have some limited belief in your mind about what successful is. And you might be thinking, okay, well, now that means I have to drive this kind of a car. Or now that means that my goal should be to buy this kind of a house. Or now that means that I should be dating this kind of person who looks this kind of way. So I feel like you might start trying to edit yourself into what you've been taught is successful or what you've been taught is desirable. And so you're being asked to take a step back and say, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Don't go walking into some cookie cutter life, right? Take a minute to really think about what success is for you. What do you want to do with this success? What do you want to do with this newfound freedom? Don't just go automatically on autopilot into the life that, you know, is being drilled in our head, you know, on the billboards and magazines and, you know, scrolling through Instagram and all of that. What do you want, Gemini? What do you want, Gemini? This is why a lot of people get stuck when it comes to manifesting. They'll vision board and they'll put on like this beautiful house. They'll put on this fancy car. They'll put on like this, you know, drop dead gorgeous model person, you know, all of these things, and they'll have it on their wall and nothing happens because it's not truly what they want. It's like, well, this is what I'm supposed to have. This is what I'm supposed to want, right? We don't all, you know, lust for having a private helicopter or a private plane to, you know, take us around the world. Sure, it might be nice, but we don't lust for it. You know, we don't have like this passion for it. We might not all feel like we need to live in like a big mansion. We might just be happy with a place that we can call our own. Maybe like a little house in the boonies for some of you might be like your dream situation. So it's a time for you to kind of take a step back and check with yourself. What am I putting out there? What am I calling in? What do I think it's gonna give me? And is it really gonna give me that? Or is there a better, easier way of getting what I truly want? Okay? So a little bit of self-reflection here is going to be helpful. You might want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those may resonate with you more than others. It might bring a little extra information that can be helpful. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you guys. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. And don't forget, my dears, that if you're looking for love and romance readings, those are done separately every month, and I always have those linked in the description as well. So if you want to see what came up for Gemini, love, and romance in March, be sure to click on the love playlist that's linked in the description. Thanks for watching, my darlings. Bye.